They always described you the exact same way. Too quiet, too private, and always the one who stayed in the background while everyone else fought for loud attention. Welcome to your era of quiet authority. It is funny how the same people who ignored your silence are suddenly feeling deeply terrified of your presence. They completely misunderstood your retreat. They thought you were hiding. They thought your desire to isolate yourself was a sign of weakness, assuming they had successfully pushed you into the shadows where you would be forgotten. But you did not break. You evolved. Your spirit deliberately pulled you away from the toxic noise to protect your frequency. You are the chosen one. And right now you are sitting on the edge of a massive spiritual collision. Heaven is preparing a massive table for you right in front of your enemies. You are destined to be incredibly famous, and you are destined to hold immense power and massive wealth. But here is the ultimate twist that terrifies them. You will have all of this while living a completely private life. You will manipulate reality from the shadows without sacrificing your peace. You will rule your timeline without ever stepping back into their toxic spotlight. Stop scrolling and listen to me closely. This message is an urgent divine interception. It is reaching you right now because every other sign was blocked by the heavy noise of your daily survival. You have been feeling incredibly restless lately. You wake up at 3 in the morning with a racing mind. You feel a heavy physical pressure in your chest that simply refuses to leave. That tightness is not anxiety. Stop letting the ordinary world convince you that you are just stressed or broken. That is your powerful spirit detecting a violent shift in your immediate timeline. You are the anomaly. You are the rare soul who survived the brutal storm entirely alone. Your energy now demands absolute respect without a single word being spoken. But I know exactly how tired you are. You carry a deep paradox inside your chest every single day. Your soul knows you are meant for something massive. You feel the heavy weight of a global destiny, yet your physical body just wants to lock the door and never speak to anyone again. You crave absolute isolation. You find yourself deeply disgusted by shallow conversations. The fake smiles and the endless manipulation of ordinary people absolutely drain your life force. You tried to play their game for years. You tried to shrink your light so they would feel comfortable. You gave them your pure energy. They took it without a single word of gratitude. They left you completely exhausted and empty. That extreme exhaustion made you believe your destiny was cursed. You started to think that you would have to choose between massive success and your own mental survival. You thought fame meant you had to surrender your sacred privacy to the very people who broke you. But the universe is rewriting the fundamental rules of reality just for you. You are stepping into a new dimension. The more you pull away from the crowd, the more your influence will aggressively expand. Your name will be spoken in rooms you have never even entered. Opportunities will hunt you down while you sit quietly in your own sacred space. You will become untouchable, a true master of reality. But there is a specific reason you have not fully crossed into this new timeline yet. Something is pulling you backward just as you reach the final door. You have done all the inner work, and you have completely isolated yourself from the narcissists and energy vampires. Yet the grand breakthrough still feels like it is stuck behind an invisible wall. You feel like you are pushing against a locked door with bare hands. The massive recognition feels slightly out of your reach. You might be wondering why the universe took so long to deliver what was promised. As this realization settles into your spirit, I need you to pay very close attention. Do not ignore this next sign. Before we go any further, I want to hold something in front of you. Something that was discovered not inside a church or a spiritual community, but inside a research laboratory. It won the highest scientific recognition available today, and it is something that most chosen ones have never been told about because it explains exactly what you are feeling right now. It explains the painful gap between the powerful person you know yourself to be and the version of you that seems available only in rare flashes. The elite forces of this world have kept this entirely to themselves. I will show you exactly what was found, but not yet. First, I need you to fully understand what was violently taken from you during your darkest years. So hold this question closely. What if the painful gap between your current reality and your massive destiny is not a character flaw? What if the block holding back your famous destiny actually has a specific scientific name? You walk into a crowded room and immediately feel exhausted. The loud noise of ordinary people feels like heavy stones pressing against your chest. You look around at their fake smiles and shallow conversations, and while they laugh at meaningless jokes, you feel completely alienated from everything happening around you. They call you arrogant or antisocial, but they do not understand the cost of your presence. Your disgust for crowds is actually a powerful defense mechanism. Your spirit recognizes energy vampires long before they even speak. You feel a sudden drop in your physical energy when a specific toxic person enters your space. That is your intuition violently rejecting their low frequency. You are not meant to blend in with them, and you are destined to observe their chaos from a safe distance. But this extreme sensitivity has created a painful situation. You isolated yourself to survive the brutal storm. You built high walls to keep their toxic behavior out of your sacred timeline. And while you finally have some peace, you also feel deeply stuck in your current life. The massive success you were promised feels locked behind a heavy vault. You know you have incredible genius inside you. You have tried so hard to force the heavy door open. You prayed intensely and visualized your future. You did all the deep spiritual work that others avoided because they were terrified of facing their own shadows. Yet your brilliant ideas remain trapped inside your tired mind. Before you do anything else, take a deep breath. Here is what they never told you. The block is not your lack of faith. The reason the universe responds effortlessly to some people and ignores others is not karma. It is an actual physical frequency inside your brain. Scientists have a specific name for it. They call it the gamma brain wave, and it is the exact frequency your brain was naturally running when you were a small child. Back then, your mind was a wide-open channel for divine information. You used to know things before they even happened. Learning new skills felt completely effortless because your mind was not yet burdened by the heavy fears of society. You had a quiet genius that made ordinary adults feel uncomfortable. Synchronicities followed you everywhere you went. But then adulthood arrived, and the modern world went to work on you with absolute cruelty. The chronic stress and the endless survival routine began to crush your bright spirit. The rigid school systems trained you to conform instead of creating your own brilliant reality. Every single year, this sacred gamma frequency was suppressed a little further by the demands of society. It was pushed deeper and deeper below the surface of your waking mind, and your brilliant intuition slowly went silent. When that gamma wave faded, your effortless genius faded right along with it. The magical synchronicities simply stopped happening in your daily life. The deep sense that the universe was secretly conspiring in your favor went completely dark. You were left operating on heavy beta waves of pure survival, and you became completely exhausted just trying to navigate a world that was never built for you. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this happened to them. They will accept the struggle, and they will die in the harsh matrix of hard labor. But you are absolutely not most people. Your soul never forgot the frequency of immense power. That is exactly why you feel so much intense friction with normal society every single day. Your spirit is mourning its natural state. The gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is simply this suppressed brainwave. It was taken from you without your consent. And the question I asked you to hold a few minutes ago is finally making perfect sense. The answer to your delayed destiny is much closer than you think. Listen carefully to what I am about to say next. The universe certainly did not leave you defenseless in this dark place. Your deep urge to hide from the world was actually the very first step of your powerful recovery. You had to be aggressively removed from the noise so the healing process could finally begin. Your private life is the exact laboratory where your unique genius will be fully restored. They only forced you into a chrysalis. You are undergoing a profound physical and spiritual transformation in the dark. The extreme fatigue you feel is simply your body rewiring its broken circuits. Every time you refuse a social invitation, you are protecting a fragile new energy that is forming inside you. Your boundaries are becoming walls of solid steel, and your arrogant enemies are completely blind to the weapon you are becoming. They cannot see the massive wealth transfer being prepared for you in the background. They only see a quiet person who stopped playing their foolish games. Let them believe whatever makes them feel comfortable, while you quietly gather your strength in the shadows. Their utter ignorance is your greatest tactical advantage right now. You are holding the line while heaven prepares your incredible new reality. You look at the people around you and wonder why your path is so lonely. You see them enjoying their shallow friendships and their loud parties. Sometimes you feel a sharp pang of guilt for wanting to stay in your room. And while you watch them celebrate their meaningless connections, you wonder if you are somehow broken for craving such a deep and quiet solitude. Stop blaming yourself for the heavy silence in your life right now. That intense isolation is absolutely not a punishment. It is a divine protection protocol deliberately activated by the universe. Heaven had to ruthlessly remove you from those environments to protect your fragile frequency. You were simply too accessible to the broken people who only wanted to consume your brilliant light for their own temporary comfort. They used your pure kindness to fuel their dark agendas. Every time you tried to fit in, you ended up completely drained and emotionally shattered. Your physical body literally rejected those toxic connections because your soul knew they were fatal to your destiny. The rejection you faced was never about you being inadequate. It was God slamming the doors shut to protect you from rooms you were never meant to enter. Those people who suddenly stopped calling you were actually spiritual blockages. Heaven forcefully removed them because your true kingdom connection is approaching very fast. You cannot hold a massive blessing with hands full of toxic attachments, and your current loneliness is just the massive empty space being cleared out to make room for your ultimate generational wealth. Breathe that truth in. You are no longer an unprotected empath begging to be understood by blind people. You are the cycle breaker who refuses to bleed energy for their comfort. And as you step into this era of quiet authority, your energetic borders must remain tightly sealed. You need to anchor yourself firmly at the absolute highest vibrational frequency available before the massive shift happens. This is a critical step. Do not let this powerful moment pass you by. Hit subscribe to establish a divine energy receiving station. By aligning your physical actions with this message, you are sending a clear signal to the universe. You are officially confirming that you are ready to receive the massive wealth and the incredible fame without compromising your sacred private life. Your private life is the exact fortress where your famous destiny is being forged. The world will know your name, but they will never have access to your daily peace. You will impact millions of lives while drinking your morning coffee in complete silence. They will constantly read about your massive success, but they will never be invited to sit at your exclusive table. You will finally master the art of being everywhere and nowhere at the exact same time. This is the ultimate power of the Chosen One. You no longer have to explain your absence to anyone. Your silence has become a very heavy weapon that completely disarms their manipulation. They used to feed on your desperate explanations and your endless apologies for simply existing. But now you give them absolutely nothing. You leave them starving in the dark while you feast in the glorious light of your own privacy. It drives them absolutely crazy that they can no longer trigger a dramatic reaction out of you. They are deeply terrified because they realize they have permanently lost their favorite source of free energy. You have successfully cut the invisible cords. This is the profound beauty of your divine isolation. It acts as an invisible shield that deflects their dark projections right back to them. While they drown in the bitter chaos of their own making, you are safely elevated far above the heavy storm. You are the anomaly who figured out how to win the ultimate game by simply refusing to play it on their toxic terms. You are untouchable. But there is a deeper layer to this phenomenon that you must realize today. The people who abandoned you in your darkest hour are actively watching you from the shadows. They pretend they do not care about your beautiful journey, but they secretly monitor your every single move. They are waiting for you to fail so they can feel better about their own miserable and stagnant lives. They are about to be severely disappointed by your massive spiritual upgrade. The fame that is coming for you will completely blind them with its brilliance. And the most beautiful part is that you will not even have to lift a finger to prove them wrong. Your explosive success will be the only revenge you ever need. But before we go any further, I need you to understand this next part. There is a specific mechanism that the darkness is using to try and delay this final victory. They know they cannot touch your soul, so they are aggressively attacking your physical reality. They are trying to keep your brain locked in a state of constant survival, so you miss the vital synchronicities. But you are about to discover exactly how to override that fatal trap forever. They thought your silence was weakness. They truly believed they had finally broken your brilliant spirit when they violently pushed you into complete isolation. But they made a massive miscalculation. What they completely failed to realize is that your deep solitude was actually the ultimate training ground for your soul. You did not break under their heavy pressure. You simply evolved into a beautiful weapon of light. Now, your silent presence alone shifts the entire atmosphere of a room. Your silence has become a heavy weapon that absolutely terrifies them. They can no longer manipulate a powerful spiritual frequency that they cannot even access, because their minds are trapped in a very low vibration. The narcissists who used to drain your energy are suddenly feeling incredibly uncomfortable around you. They are panicking in the dark. They always relied on your constant need to explain yourself. They wanted you to argue and fight so they could steal your precious life force for their own sick entertainment. But now you give them absolutely nothing to work with. You look right through them with quiet authority. And that freezing cold indifference is driving their fragile egos completely insane. They are starving for your attention. They try to throw small provocations to see if you will react. They whisper constantly behind your back, desperately hoping the nasty rumors will break down your boundaries and pull you back into their drama. But you just sit there and quietly watch their pathetic games crash against your invisible shield. You are safely elevated far above their shallow drama. The chosen one does not step down from the throne to fight with desperate peasants. This is exactly why your private life is your greatest luxury. You are quietly building a massive empire in complete silence, while they loudly and foolishly destroy their own miserable lives. You are becoming a true master of reality. And the universe is actively matching your new boundary with a massive timeline upgrade that will change everything. The glorious dawn of your new era is shining its brightest rays. The pitch-black darkness has finally retreated behind you. You are stepping into the exact golden timeline that you were born to rule since the beginning of your journey. To lock in this glorious frequency and create an absolute shield of protection, you must act now. Type 777 down in the comments to claim this alignment. Seal this beautiful reality right now, before the jealous enemy tries to intervene and steal your blessing. By claiming this high frequency, you are firmly telling the universe that you are finally ready. You are proving that your physical body is perfectly aligned with your massive spiritual destiny. Your toxic enemies will watch your glorious rise with absolute horror. They will see the immense wealth and the incredible fame flowing effortlessly into your open hands, and they will deeply regret the tragic day they ever decided to cross you. But you will not even look back to enjoy their bitter tears. You will be far too busy living your beautifully private life away from their noise. You will enjoy the fruits of your hard labor behind closed doors, surrounded only by people you trust. The fame will pay your heavy bills, but your private peace will always feed your hungry soul. This is the exact perfect balance that heaven always promised to deliver to you. You might wonder how you will handle the sudden influx of heavy attention. The universe has already programmed your brilliant spirit to survive and thrive in this exact scenario. You will simply glide through the heavy noise without letting a single drop of their desperation stick to your pure aura. People will constantly try to figure out the deep secret behind your sudden magnetic charm. They will beg to know how you achieved such massive success in such a short time. You will just smile and keep the sacred mystery completely hidden to yourself. A chosen one never reveals the full depth of their divine strategy to ordinary minds that cannot handle the truth. You owe them absolutely no explanation for the beautiful blessings you are currently receiving. The brutal struggle was yours alone, and the glorious victory belongs solely to your bloodline. Your energetic boundaries are now solid walls of pure white light. Every single day you wake up in this new frequency, you grow stronger. The pathetic old version of you who constantly begged for cheap validation is completely dead and gone. You have been beautifully reborn as the brave one who survived the brutal storm entirely alone. You hold the heavy keys to the kingdom safely in your own hands. But wait. Do not celebrate your total victory just yet, because there is still one more challenge. There is a hidden danger waiting right at the edge of your massive breakthrough. I have to warn you about a fatal trap first. The darkness knows it can never break you from the outside anymore, so it is setting up an incredibly deceptive illusion right at the finish line. 99% of chosen ones fall for this dangerous trap right before they receive their heavy crown. If you blindly walk into this final test, you could delay your massive fame by several long years. You might even accidentally invite the old toxic energy back into your sacred private space without realizing it. The desperate enemy is incredibly clever when they are starving for light. They will actively try to use your own beautiful empathy as a dangerous weapon against you. Listen carefully to this next part. I will reveal exactly what this dangerous illusion looks like. You must be fully prepared to recognize it the very moment it steps into your new timeline. But to defeat this final trap forever, we must first look at the hidden mechanism that kept you stuck for so long. The true dark nature of the enemy is about to be completely exposed to the light. The darkness knows it can never touch your pure soul directly, so it aggressively targets your physical vehicle instead. It uses the toxic people from your painful past to drain you. They will suddenly reappear just when your massive breakthrough is incredibly close. But they are just desperate agents of the Matrix, and they are sent to drag your frequency back down into the dirt. The dark system is absolutely terrified of your quiet awakening, so it constantly attacks your sensitive nervous system with artificial stress. You feel this as sudden anxiety or unexplainable physical fatigue during the day. This is exactly how they keep your brilliant gamma brainwave completely suppressed, because when you are trapped in survival mode, you are easily controlled by their endless fear tactics. When you are stuck in heavy beta waves, you cannot access your divine intuition. You cannot see the magical synchronicities placed right in front of you. The elite forces know this secret very well. They intentionally flood your daily environment with endless fear and shallow noise. They want you disconnected from your quiet authority, because an awakened chosen one is the greatest threat to their fragile empire. But before we go any further, I have to tell you something absolutely incredible. Something the people who profit from your exhaustion do not want you to know. A team of dedicated neuroscientists working quietly has found a brilliant way out. They discovered exactly how to bring this dormant gamma brainwave back online. And they accomplished this breakthrough without requiring years of meditation that most people simply cannot sustain. They bypassed the expensive biofeedback machines that cost thousands of dollars in private clinics. They engineered something far simpler and more aligned with how you were beautifully designed to work. It is a specific sound frequency that guides your brainwave patterns safely home. Princeton University studied this exact phenomenon, and they found that adult genius is directly linked to this specific wave. The Einstein Center in Berlin confirmed the legendary flow state is driven entirely by this specific gamma activity. Columbia University even found that when this powerful brainwave is reactivated, it radiates outward and it positively influences the people you love without you saying a single word. Your quiet presence alone becomes a massive healing force in your private life. 7 minutes a day is all it actually takes to rebuild your heavy neurological shield. And it begins working the very first time you listen to it. I will tell you exactly what this is called and how to access it before this message ends. But first, there is something else you must realize about the spiritual war happening around you. You must recognize the physical signs that this massive shift is already happening in your body, because the universe is constantly sending you clear signals that your time of brutal waiting is officially over. The heavy block is actively lifting right now. When the darkness realizes that its mechanical trap is completely failing, it will panic and make careless mistakes. It will throw every possible distraction at you, but your new boundaries will effortlessly deflect their desperate attacks. You will notice ordinary people acting very strangely around you. Toxic family members will suddenly demand your urgent attention for no logical reason. Former friends will reach out with fake apologies just to test your newly established energetic boundaries. Do not fall for this cheap illusion. Keep your heavy doors securely locked, because your timeline is now fully protected by divine law. The broken system was built to extract your pure energy for its own miserable survival. It constantly feeds on your deep empathy and your beautiful desire to heal broken things, but a true master of reality knows exactly when to withdraw their healing hands. You must let the dead things stay dead while you walk forward into your glorious new timeline entirely alone. This deep isolation is the exact key that unlocks your immense generational wealth. As your brain frequency begins to shift, you will feel a literal physical weight lifting off your tired shoulders. Your brilliant mind will suddenly become sharp and incredibly clear. The heavy fog that kept you confused for long years is actively evaporating today. You are finally remembering who you truly are. And the world is about to witness your devastating power, but they will never be allowed to enter your beautiful private sanctuary again. They will desperately try to pull you back down into their miserable chaos. But your restored frequency will make you completely invisible to their low-level attacks. You will walk right through their pathetic traps like a powerful ghost. This is the ultimate divine protection that heaven always promised to deliver to you. Your private life is becoming an absolute fortress, and no dark entity will ever be able to penetrate the thick walls you built. You have become the anomaly that they can neither understand nor destroy. Heaven is handing you the final keys, and your beautiful destiny is officially unsealed tonight. The sudden physical signs of your timeline shift are manifesting right now. Your body is already feeling the profound changes taking place deep within your cells. The heavy exhaustion that plagued you for years is being replaced by a strange new energy. You might feel a tingling sensation at the top of your head or a sudden warmth in your chest. Let me tell you exactly what these signs look like in your daily reality. Because the long season of your painful isolation is officially coming to a glorious end, you hid away in the dark while heaven performed a massive surgery on your soul. You survived the long winter entirely alone. And now the glorious spring of your destiny is finally breaking through the frozen ground. You are about to witness the greatest wealth transfer of your entire life. The universe is sending very clear indicators that your famous destiny is arriving. Number 1 is the sudden acceleration of wild synchronicities. You are seeing repeating numbers everywhere you look. You see 111 and 777 constantly, almost as if the universe is deliberately winking at you. But it goes much deeper than just seeing numbers on a clock or a wall. Your thoughts are manifesting into physical reality with terrifying speed. You think of a rare opportunity, and suddenly it appears in your inbox the very next day. You need a specific answer, and a total stranger randomly speaks it to you in passing. The heavy veil between the spiritual realm and your physical world is becoming incredibly thin. Your brain is catching the signals of the massive wealth transfer. Number 2 is the sudden and aggressive removal of toxic people. You do not even have to fight them or block them anymore. The universe is literally sweeping them out of your reality. Circumstances are mysteriously changing to keep them far away from your private life. They are losing their jobs, creating their own drama, or moving away entirely. Heaven is forcefully clearing your path today. Nothing can block your incoming blessings when God is actively fighting your battles. The narcissists who tried to destroy your reputation are now watching their own lives completely fall apart. They are deeply terrified because their dark karma has finally arrived to collect its heavy debt, and while they drown in their own chaos, you are safely elevated far above their miserable storms. Number 3 is the most powerful sign of all. You feel a deep and profound calmness when surrounded by total panic. While ordinary people panic over the economy or the news, you feel completely untouched. You have stopped worrying about how the massive wealth will eventually reach you. You simply know that the universe has already secured your heavy crown. Your quiet authority is fully online. Take a deep breath and let that settle deep into your spirit. You are no longer the broken empath who begged the blind world to treat you fairly. You are the powerful cycle breaker who commands absolute respect by simply existing. The massive fame and the incredible fortune are no longer just beautiful dreams in your tired mind. They are physical realities rushing toward your front door at this very second. You are about to step into exclusive rooms where your name carries massive weight. The elite circles will desperately want your attention and your brilliant ideas, but you will retain absolute control over your sacred private life. You will take their money and their resources, and then you will retreat back to your quiet sanctuary. They will never own your time, and they will never consume your precious energy. This is what the divine wealth transfer actually looks like in real time. It is not just about having millions of dollars sitting in your bank account. It is about having the ultimate freedom to completely ignore the toxic matrix. Massive wealth gives you the absolute power to remain strictly private while the world screams for your attention. The universe is handing you the keys to this exact kingdom, but there is one final barrier you must cross today before the gates fully open. The massive blessing is already arranged and waiting for you right now. But as I told you earlier, a suppressed brainwave will make you completely blind to the open doors. If your brain is stuck in rigid survival mode, the vital synchronicities will pass right by you. You will miss the exact moment the universe tries to hand you the heavy crown. The divine provision God arranged for you does not arrive as something entirely new. It arrives as something you suddenly recognize. A suppressed brain misses the beautiful recognition entirely. A restored brain receives the blessing at its full, maximum depth. What has been placed in your path for this season is already there. The only question is whether your physical receiver is fully online to catch it. Every single day of mental suppression is another miracle that goes unnoticed. The elite forces desperately want you to miss your glorious moment, but the brilliant researchers I mentioned earlier have provided the exact tool you need to win. The physical key to unlock your trapped genius is finally ready to be revealed. Pay incredibly close attention to what happens next, because your life is about to change forever. The dry desert you walk through has suddenly burst into an oasis of divine favor. Every closed door is being blown off its heavy hinges today. Can you feel that massive shift in your spirit right now? That is the pure frequency of absolute victory running through your veins. You are stepping into the exact timeline you were born to rule. You are the master of reality, and the universe is finally handing you the ultimate keys to your famous destiny. But you must physically prepare your body to hold this massive blessing. The question I asked you to hold at the beginning of this message is critical now. What if the gap between your current reality and your massive destiny has a specific name? Here is the powerful answer. A specific brainwave called the gamma wave was naturally running inside you as a brilliant child. Princeton University studied this exact frequency. The Einstein Center in Berlin deeply confirmed this beautiful reality. Columbia University found that when this powerful brainwave is restored, it radiates outward and influences the people you truly love. A team of dedicated neuroscientists, led by Dr. Robert Lake in New York, spent long years working on this. They successfully compressed the full clinical protocol for gamma reactivation into 7 short minutes. But before I tell you what they beautifully built, let me tell you about 2 people who used it. A woman from California had tried absolutely everything: meditation, manifesting, constant deep prayer. Nothing broke the heavy fog in her tired mind. After 2 weeks of listening, she said something cleared. The blocked channel simply opened. Her marriage beautifully shifted. Her mind sharply awakened. She described her life as deeply enchanted for the very first time. A man from Texas started using it to improve his business focus. 2 months later, his wife joked that his IQ had jumped 20 points. The hardest problems he used to lose sleep over started solving themselves while he slept peacefully. He said it felt like his brain was finally running on what it was always supposed to run on. That is exactly what Dr. Lake and his brilliant team built. They call it the Genius Song. It is absolutely not a meditation app. It is not a generic sound frequency you find online. It is a 7-minute audio track using advanced brain entrainment technology. It uses the exact same underlying research that Princeton, Berlin, and Columbia fully validated. It is completely compressed from 1 full hour of clinical protocol into something you easily do at home. You just use your headphones and close your tired eyes. That is the absolute entirety of what it requires. 7 short minutes. You do not deeply meditate. You do not chant words. You simply let the pure frequency do what your beautiful brain was designed to receive. This powerful restoration happens automatically while you simply rest in your own quiet space. The Genius Song is not for everyone. It is for the chosen one who has already done the heavy inner work. It is for the beautiful anomaly who understands that what is being blocked is not their faith. It is the physical frequency through which that massive faith is supposed to freely move. If your quiet spirit confirms this is truly for you, the path is waiting below. Biofeedback sessions to restore this powerful state cost hundreds of dollars per hour in a clinical setting. An in-home machine runs thousands of dollars. What the Genius Song delivers in 7 minutes is available to you today for a fraction of its true value. It is completely within reach for anyone who is truly chosen by the highest power. 4 powerful bonuses come directly with it today. You get a special audio designed specifically for your children. You receive the original prosperity text that the secret was secretly built upon. You get a guided visualization, and you receive a daily habits guide built to permanently sustain the high gamma state beyond each listening session. Here is the deeper truth about your painful waiting. The massive provision God arranged for you does not arrive as new information. It arrives as a sudden recognition. Something already placed in your beautiful path becomes completely visible when your gamma is restored. The chosen one who restores the receiver today does not receive something entirely new. They finally see what was always there. Waiting is absolutely not neutral. The divine arrangement is already in motion. Do not look for this on YouTube or Spotify. The fake tracks circulating under similar names on those platforms have no brain entrainment technology encoded. They carry the sacred name because the barrier to doing so is completely zero. The elite forces want you to waste time on diluted copies. The only authentic version is available through the link that has been perfectly protected for you. The beautiful universe requires zero risk from a chosen one. If you do not feel the immediate energetic shift, every single penny is returned to you. That is an energetic exchange governed by complete divine trust. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment below. The physical tool does not ever replace your deep obedience. It does not replace your beautiful surrender to the universe. It simply restores the heavy receiver through which your obedience produces the massive results it was always supposed to produce. Whether that path is for you or not, the deep truth of this message belongs to you entirely. Now let us go deeper into what is waiting for your pure soul. For the chosen one whose spirit deeply confirmed what was described earlier, the specific frequency tool remains completely open in the description and the pinned comment below. You already know if it was meant for your unique journey. That is the last time it will be mentioned today. What follows now belongs entirely to your beautiful sealing, because the end of your waiting is finally here. The long and painful season of your intense spiritual preparation is completely finished. The universe has successfully removed every single obstacle standing in your bright path. You survived the brutal storms that were specifically designed to permanently destroy your spirit. But you did not break under the heavy pressure. You allowed the painful fire to completely purify your tired soul. You are no longer the exhausted empath who begged the blind world to be understood. The heavy crucible of deep pain has successfully forged you into a true master of your reality, and from this exact moment on, your pure energy demands absolute respect without a single word spoken. The divine wealth you were always promised is flowing effortlessly into your new and glorious timeline. Your glorious fame will echo loudly in rooms you never even choose to enter. The elite circles will constantly speak your name with deep admiration and heavy awe, but they will never again be granted access to your sacred private life, because you have successfully built a beautiful fortress of quiet authority. Your heavy crown is securely locked behind thick doors that only you can ever control. The toxic narcissists who actively tried to bury you are watching your massive rise with absolute horror. They finally realize that their relentless attacks only pushed you higher into the pure light. They are completely powerless against the heavy anointing placed on your life today. Let them drown in the bitter silence of their own making while you move forward, because you owe them absolutely nothing anymore. You have a massive and beautiful kingdom to run right now, and you will rule it from the absolute comfort of your own quiet sanctuary. You will never have to sacrifice your precious peace to maintain your massive success. The universe has rewritten the fundamental laws of reality just to accommodate your unique spirit, making you the beautiful anomaly that they could never fully understand. Every single morning you wake up, you will feel a profound sense of absolute security. The heavy anxiety that used to crush your tired chest is permanently gone. You will drink your coffee in complete silence, while your massive and powerful influence touches millions of lives across the entire globe. You have finally mastered the brilliant art of being deeply impactful while remaining completely hidden from their toxic view. Your silence is no longer a desperate trauma response to a cruel world. Your silence is now a heavy weapon of pure light that protects your sacred energy. When ordinary people try to project their dark fears onto you, their desperate words will simply bounce off your invisible shield. You are safely elevated far above the heavy static of normal society. You are completely untouchable today. The massive wealth transfer is already executing perfectly in the background of your daily life. The vital synchronicities are actively lining up to deliver your exact desires. You do not have to fight or struggle to claim what is rightfully yours. You simply have to keep your energetic boundaries tight and your beautiful heart wide open to receive. Heaven is doing all the heavy lifting for you. All the years you spent crying in the dark were never wasted. Every single tear was carefully collected and transformed into the massive blessings arriving right now. You had to experience the absolute depths of human betrayal so you could appreciate the glorious heights of divine favor. The brutal isolation was the greatest gift you ever received. It kept you safely hidden until you were fully ready. The pitch-black darkness has permanently retreated behind your back. The beautiful dawn of the new era is shining its brightest rays onto your spiritual crown. You must lock in this glorious frequency right now, and you must create an absolute shield of protection around your physical and spiritual body to prevent any leakage. Do not let this powerful moment pass you by without taking deliberate action. If this fiery message has reignited the deep faith inside your tired soul, do not keep this great blessing entirely to yourself. There is a rare soul out there bleeding in the dark of despair. They are desperately needing a guiding light to survive the heavy storm tonight. Sowing the seed of hope today is multiplying the massive blessing for your own beautiful tomorrow. The universe is watching you. Share this message to activate the heavy anointing and multiply your own blessing. Type your confirmation down in the comments to permanently seal this glorious reality. You are the rare soul who survived the impossible completely alone, and you are the chosen one who won the ultimate victory in complete silence. Step proudly into your magnificent future right now.